Good day, everyone. I am Marife Bonggot, and today, together with my groupmates, Ms. Remgie Baldesanso and Shanella Borres, we will discuss digital citizenship and global citizenship. Technology has become an integral part of our lives. It has created a great impact that, whether we like it or not, we have become prone to safety issues. Our privacy can be intruded, our social relationships can be affected as well. But it is not just enough that we keep ourselves safe. We should also possess the skills on how we can act responsibly so as not to cause harm to others. Since we are considered citizens of the community we live in, then as users of the internet, we can also call ourselves as citizens of the digital world where we live, learn, and work in an interconnected manner. Digital citizenship is an idea that all persons using the internet have civic rights and responsibilities. It centers around safe, savvy, and ethical use of technology. And as we look at the infographics presented, the digital age has introduced various challenges. Today's students face a wide range of difficult issues that previous generations never had to think about: social media, cyberbullying, cybercrime, internet addiction, and online privacy. Teachers, school leaders, and parents are called on to add a whole new idea of curricula about digital citizenship. Many of the hallmarks of any good citizen, from being respectful and responsible to doing what's right, are key elements of digital citizenship as well. But students must learn how to apply these tried and true qualities to the realities of the digital age. The citizenship in the digital age infographic represents how the characteristics of a good citizen parallel and differ from those of a good digital citizen. How do you describe a good citizen? How do you describe a good digital citizen? Is there much difference between the two? Summing up, a global citizen sees the world as a community in which all people live and prosper together. They understand that their actions contribute to the values of the entire planet, and they are concerned on how they participate in and contributes to the entire world. A digital citizen, on the other hand, adheres to guidelines that govern the ethical and responsible use of technology and acts responsibly in all relationships and interactions in the digital world. When we mix these two together, it's the perfect recipe for the global digital citizen. A global digital citizen is a responsible, ethical citizen leveraging technology to foster community on a global scale through connection and compassion. The global digital citizen understands that we can govern technology for the benefit of both ourselves and others. It is a citizen that views the world as an interconnected community. Additionally, the digital citizen realizes that we simultaneously share technological and human experiences regardless of culture, status, political, or religious beliefs.
Good day, ma'am. Good day, classmates. By the way, I am Remgie Baldesanso, and I am going to discuss the five tenets of digital citizenship. So first, we have here the personal responsibility. So the personal responsibility, it is demonstrating how we manage ourselves in a matter such as personal finance. So for example, the business e-commerce that working so much on the internet nowadays. So, through this, we can manage ethical and moral boundaries, personal health, and wellness. So, it's not only about using the internet, the world is always there as a fix. So, we have also moral boundaries in it, where it doesn't mean that what we have think, what we have feel, what we have overwhelmed for, we need to run it all on a Facebook or express in the internet or any social media account. Why? Because of these moral boundaries. So, we have also a lot to consider where our personal health and wellness. Because sometimes, no, people nowadays forgot about their health. Just like so much engaging in technology like online gaming and browsing the net. Second is our relationships of every kind, both online or offline. It doesn't mean that we become an actor or actresses in engaging in internet. So because in real life, we forgot that are the same on both online and offline. So sometimes, no, those people who posted images on Facebook, they think that they act like I'm an actress, I am an actor because of the likes, flooded likes and comments of their friends on Facebook. So by that, they forgot who they are in their real lives. So therefore, the first principle is we must have personal responsibility. Second, we have here the global citizenship. Global citizenship is to understand all the culture of the world, but we can expound the horizons. And we can have lots of differences, but we have also similarities, and we can also still be united. So, it is build interconnectedness. The global citizenship build interconnectedness. So, it dissolve boundaries between all the world's people. Even though we have different cultures, races, colors, or you may came from an Africa or Asian countries, we can expound horizon because we already communicate and collaborate with each other. And also, it leads to communicating, collaborating, celebrate across all levels of the society. It's compassion, humility. So what is compassion? Compassion means consideration for others or love for others. And acceptance of differences and culture of others. Third, we have here our digital citizenship, where it covers appropriate and exemplary behavior in our online environment. So, in digital citizenship, we must be responsible as a digital citizens. So, never believe anyone that is posted or anything that is posted online. We need to research and find factual information for those before we decided to believe. So, we should also respect others and avoid posting personal information because it may cause truth on ourselves. So, it also about working towards making our transparent digital work safe for ourselves and for the sake of others. So, let's move on to altruistics. So, altruistics sincerely concerned about the well-being of others. So, a person who is sincerely concerned about the well-being of others. So it is a service of embracing the opportunity to exercise charity, giving of love of others. So for example, you are a businessman, then you are working hard to gain money. Then you just send your money to the charity for helping people, those who's in need, helping those homeless people, those childrens, without expecting for an exchange or in return. So through this, you are considered as an altruistic person. So, if you're a person or an actors or actresses helping people or helping homeless people because of media's attentions, because of likes, views, and comments of the other person. So I think you are not considered as altruistic person because you are just concerned with your likes, comments, and views. You are not concerned for others. You are not showing love for others. So let's move on to the fifth tenet of digital citizenships. We have here the environmental stewardship. Environmental stewardship is the practice of the common sense of value and the appreciation of the Mother Earth, the beauty and the majesty that surrounds us. So environmental stewardship is the one that taking care of the earth. It is dealing with the man's relation to the land, to the animals, and to the plants which grow to our planet. So, environmental stewardship, it is encourage every student to take a positive stand on the personal, local, regional, national, and international actions regarding the preservation of what are essentials for what our environment community needs. So, example of environmental stewardship are cooperating or joining into tree planting, cooperating or joining into coastal cleanup, and any other activity related to environmental preservations. So I think that the end of my report. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have learned something. By the way, I am Remgie Baldesanso from Best Ed 2B English.
I am Shanella Borres, the next reporter in this group, so I will discuss the 9 elements of digital citizenship. The online environment should be a safe space in which everyone feels protected, since education is at the heart of society. Students should be taught to use technology in a responsible manner, ensuring the safety of the online environment for generations to come. Digital access is the first element of digital citizenship. Although we live in a digital era, not everyone has access to technology. As teachers, we should be aware of this digital device. Not all students can afford computer, a smartphone, and internet access. That's why educators need to provide suitable alternatives for each student's needs. When it comes to digital commerce, it highlights the necessity to tackle safety issues related to using money in the digital world. Technology is also used in the classroom to teach students about the various career paths that they could choose in the future. Understanding how e-commerce works is a must, both as consumers and as potential entrepreneurs. Digital communication or online communication has become so common that students forget that they are doing so in a virtual space, where miscommunication happens often. The internet has given a voice to anyone who needs it. In turn, this requires empathy and appropriate reactions from its users. Digital literacy also includes the ability to differentiate between real and fake content, which can have a negative impact on the lives of your students. They need to learn which content is good for them and what they should avoid in order to lead a balanced life. Digital etiquette. We should teach students to become digitally fluent. Digital etiquette shapes their online behavior to respond positively to online content. In this way, their online attitude is reflected in the real world and vice versa. Digital law. The online environment has room for both positive and negative interactions. Digital law deals with legal rights and restrictions governing technology usage. To prevent any kind of online crime, no matter how serious, students as digital citizens need to know the law and how it applies to them in a particular way. Digital rights and responsibilities. The online world has its regulations and a user has rights and responsibilities. The internet can also be used for harmful purposes and anyone needs protection against cyberbullying. For instance, schools should approach this subject in classrooms, hold students accountable for their actions and also report any misconduct in the virtual environment. Digital health and wellness. Students should be taught to protect themselves and others from potential harm and ask for help if they need it. Making sure of online resources is a plus, but everyone should be aware of the dangers as well. Last but not the least, digital security. Security in the online world is important. When using devices at school or at home, students should be aware of potential malware attacks. Teachers should explain how to prevent them from happening and how to protect their devices as much as possible. And these are the 9 elements of digital citizenship. Thank you for listening.